Hey Cancerians, welcome back to Cancers XO. Today is 9 days away until 2022. I just wanted to come in and give you guys a reading on family. It's the holidays, it's the new year coming up, and I wanted to get into talking about the dynamic of just having a family relationship. Sometimes, it's good to find out what's going on within our family sector, right? Because the family is the key to everything. So let's get into it. All right. So here we have the Tower reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Universal Love card, which is the energy that I've been talking about for this whole month of December. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel, you can absolutely go back to the first video that I've ever created. And I pulled this Oracle card, and this is the message that us Cancerians need to kind of like focus on for the month of December. And then I also talk about how not just the month of December, but we can absolutely focus on this. It feels like the next year, that we should be focusing on universal love. Okay. And universal love is about, just loving more of yourself, or if you've been loving already yourself and you feel fulfilled in that area where you practice self-love, you went on your journey, and you feel pretty content with yourself, then it's time to give universal love to everything outside of yourself, whether that's your partner, your animals, your family, your friends, the people at your job, or maybe just doing things outside of that and helping out, volunteering somewhere, or maybe starting a garden. If you don't have a backyard, starting some herbs. But I don't want to get too deep in that because, that's just part of the initial first reading, guys. So if you are interested, which I think it will enlighten some of us, go back to the first video and you can look at the message. And why I bring this card out each reading is because of the month of December, being that we'll be focusing on universal love. This is the way I kind of like read around the messages. Okay, they're based off of this universal love card. This is the work that us Cancerians need to focus and do. And then it can be in any situation, money, relationships, or family. And this is always going to be the center of the card as long as we have that for the focus, if that makes sense, okay, for some of you. All right, so let's get into this reading. It looks like, Cancerians, that there was something from your past that could have been some drama that you could have had from your past situation. So maybe a past family member, there was some drama, or there was some things that were going on that could have been a disaster that you probably avoided. You avoided it in some way. You was able to avoid the unnecessary drama that came with this family member or this family dynamic, whatever's going on in a family in the past. Okay, and here, with this Four of Pentacles holding up, you see all these things around the man holding the pentacle. It's just holding on. It could be a form of holding on to past situations, stress, problems, things that you absolutely need to declutter out and let go of, okay? There's some change that needs to happen as well. Maybe you could have avoided change in some way. You could have avoided changing in some way as well, okay? It also talks about how you can be holding on to other people that really don't support you, and if they really don't support you, as some of us Cancerians, we are just so loyal to the fault, like, and I'm not just saying that about us, but it's really, really true. Like, sometimes we kind of just let people keep doing things over and over, and we'll move it to the side, and we'll hold it in, and we avoid, because we don't really want to fight with the people we love, but we will because we love them, right? But sometimes we only will fight after we've done held in all the things with that relationship that, that happened, or with that dynamic, that family dynamic. So we'll put all the weight on us, hold it in, and then we blow up. But in this situation, it looks like there was some avoidance But in all reality, it's like someone here is holding on to some past disappointments, past pain, stress, again, like I said. And Cancerians, if this is you holding on to this, the reason why you're holding on to this with this family is because of the traditions that you guys have in your family. It's almost like religion. It's almost like saying, well, I want to do this to this person, or I feel like saying this to this person, or I feel like doing this because this person did me wrong, but I'm going to let it slide because it's my uncle or my grandmother, or my grandmother's too old and I don't want to say anything to her, and my mother gets upset with me, or my father gets upset, or because they're my father, it's like honor thy mother, thy father. It's like that situation. You don't want to get in a situation, you don't want to get into that tower situation or change it because this person is related to you in some way, right? And here it's just saying don't overextend yourself. Okay, maybe you've overextended yourself. Maybe you wanted the family dynamic. You wanted to have everybody come together and have unity within the relationship. You wanted to have that balance, the pentacle, and all the things behind it, order. There's rules in this family, right? And you kind of wanted it to stick together because that's how you were raised, but you're not getting it back in return, and you're feeling hurt behind it, or there can be some hurt or resentment behind it, and you're really not sure if you kind of want to accept an invitation out. So being that it's the holidays, maybe you don't want to go to your family's house because of this tower that you avoided, but you're kind of still holding on to it and you're still upset about it, and you feel like you have to have loyalty to your family. But in all reality, the situation is just too big to ignore, and it's telling you, the cards are telling you, don't allow anyone to take advantage of you. Don't overextend yourself with these family members, okay? And it's okay. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to do everything because they're related to you. Sometimes you have to tell the truth with a family. Sometimes you have to have arguments and things like that just to get some respect and order. Maybe somebody's taking advantage, So angels here are absolutely saying to retreat. If you're invited out to the family house, to the family party, to a family function, and you really don't know if you want to go because of all the past things that were going on that didn't make you feel good, and it's kind of like you're still holding on, it says retreat. It says seek and receive consolation from God to overcome a difficult experience. This is a time for reflection, solitude, and contemplation. Maybe some of you want to go to church. You can absolutely go to church if that's what you want to do. You can have church at home as well. If some of you are not into the super religious way of living, right? Maybe your family was religious, but maybe you're not. Maybe you can do your meditations and do your yoga and get some rest and relax, right? Do some healing work for yourself. Get some healing crystals or whatever it is you're into to retreat, okay? To make yourself feel whole. Because if you don't do that work, which is here, the universal love, if you feel rejected in any way, if somebody made you feel less than, then it's okay to retreat. It's okay to retreat and stick to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter. They'll be all right, the family. They're still going to be the same. They're still going to have their same ways. So maybe it's time for you to recuperate. Maybe this is too overwhelming. Okay, Cancerians? So I know, I understand how it is with our emotions, and it's very good for us to have retreats at times, because if we don't, then this can absolutely turn into the upright tower, and we don't want that. We, at heart, Cancerians, we like to love. We don't really want to fight, but we will if we have to, right? But before we do it, we'll avoid it. We'll avoid it as much as we can. So, but just know, Cancerians, by you retreating, don't think that the situation is going to just disappear because you retreated. You know, you can do the work, but these people will still be the same. So just put that in your mind, all right? And maybe there has to be a discussion, maybe not now. Maybe it's good for you to avoid the situation so it doesn't turn into something crazy, right? But when you come back around to that family functions, or you visit, or you call, there's going to be something that's still going to be lingering on. There's still going to be some type of stuff that's going to be happening. Maybe not directly with you, or maybe directly with you, but either way, just don't think that by you retreating it's going to go away. So you have to make a choice. You got to put yourself first, or you're going to deal with this and make some changes. Okay, Cancerians? Now, for the second part of the reading, if this is not your situation, another situation can be with the Tower on reverse. Maybe there was some drama or avoidance and drama over a family, some money. Maybe there was an opportunity that was missed. Maybe there was some money that was missed, or a loss of opportunity that of a family business or a tradition. And maybe somebody here is just holding on because they don't want to lose their money. And maybe a Cancerian or someone else put their money up, but this person wants to hold on to what it is they have. And this situation, it doesn't seem like you're too happy about it, or someone's not too happy about it. But because of the tradition in the family, it's almost like, you know, you're going to avoid it. But it really bothered you. It really hurt you. You're really upset. You know, someone took advantage of you. Someone, you know, needed your support or needed something from you, and you've given it, and then they turned around and basically give you their ass to kiss, basically. Or maybe someone, you know, you had something going on, you thought you was investing and doing something with someone in your family, and then they kind of like swiped the rug up under you, and they decided they didn't want to do it anymore. So this would be like the same type of message. It's just to retreat, okay? Get some self-love going on, the universal love here, and then come around after this energy kind of subsides. Just remember the energy's still going to be there. And it's going to have some type of conversation, or something has to happen in order for there to be change. Because if not, it'll just kind of like come back again, and just in a different way. Okay, Cancerian, so that was basically the message for today. I hope everyone has a happy holiday for those that celebrate. And I will catch you in 2022. Ciao.